You know how folks can change their Zoom backgrounds? This past week, I sat in virtual space, all Brady Bunch style, like we do now, in a conference of close to 60 people. As a co host of the event, mostly it was my job to keep the Zoom bombers out of the room. Basically, brainless teenagers with nothing better to do than to broadcast porn and racist comments. It felt like playing whack a mole every time the doorbell chimed to let me know someone new entered the waiting room. Like, click, 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 remove, remove, remove. I worked up a sweat. Then, out of the corner of my eye, I noticed a guy shifted his background to an image of one of those massive live oaks in the middle of City Park, draped in Spanish moss, with its arms outstretched towards the sky. And I don't know why, but it got me kind of choked up. Just a tree. Not even a tree. A picture of a tree in a small square on the corner of my laptop screen. Because that's where I'm from. Where I'm from, banh mi is a Vietnamese po' boy, and the trees are just like that. And I always said I'd go back for good, but I never have. What is for good anyway? What does it even mean? When they ship my remains to an above ground plot the good old New Orleans way? Yesterday, the Times said they might dig temporary trenches with 10 caskets in a line in New York's remote parks to bury virus victims. I live across from a park here. It's not remote. It's smack dab in the middle of apartments on all four sides. The hospital is 5 blocks away, and the sirens wail on the regular. But the magnolia trees are in full bloom right now. Their pink and white waxy flowers exploding pockets of life. And me. I'm like a cat, full of longing at my windowsill, staring into the magnolia trees. They're just as beautiful here as they are back home. Sometimes I imagine that's the first thing my ba and my ongnoi saw when they arrived in Versailles that spring of 1980. Or maybe they just saw a row of palmettos, or a plain, flat suburban road. When was the first time they saw a live oak tree? I remember mine. On a field trip to NOMA, New Orleans Museum of Art, when Cassie Broussard and I snuck away while everyone wandered the sculpture garden during lunch. We had a good time. I think I told her I loved her that day, right in front of one of those epic beauties. I bet there are 1,000 couples who have made out behind that tree, and 1,000 more to come. They don't have live oaks here. Nowhere else. Not that I know of. Not like that.